to put the latest underwater cameras through their paces. And to do so, we had to get friendly with some rather big fish.
You are joking me. I'm not going in there, Susie Perry.
Oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait to get in.
You won't say that when he's chopping around your leg. Tell you what, the sharks are one thing, it's the Nemos you want to watch out for. They nibble your bits.
Oh, lovely.
I'm absolutely serious. Anything sticking out, they nibble on it.
Oh, you'll be all right then.
As we took the plunge into the murky depths, our challenge would be to test two of the best underwater cameras we could get our hands on. We were testing usability, performance, and ultimately, who got the best pictures. I'd be scuba diving, and Jace was donning his snorkel. I was first up, and I couldn't wait to get in there. And once I was under, it was amazing.
Wow, this is absolutely extraordinary.
My choice of camera was the latest compact from dive experts C&C, the DX-1G, which comes with its own purpose-built housing. It's got 10 megapixels, fully operable underwater controls, and it's depth-tested to 55 metres, so perfect for some full-on scuba action.
This is a professional dive camera. Feels quite chunky, quite heavy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it on the C&C mode.
The C&C mode is a colour balance setting developed specifically for underwater shots, so it should produce optimum results without any fuss.
Next, it was my turn to meet Jaws and his mates with my camera. I went for the Canon Ixus 960IS with a waterproof shell, one of a range of everyday cameras that can be adapted for underwater use. As soon as I was in the water, I was keen to get snappy, but was seriously worried that the 4 varieties of shark in the tank had the same idea.
Love it, Nora! That was incredible! The shark just came right next to me. I mean, literally, I could have touched him. I didn't, because I'm not stupid. But I could have. Oh my God, no, what am I doing? I'm the guy supposed to do computer games reviews.
Once I got over the shock of my near-death experience, I got to grips with the Canon. It's depth-tested to 40 metres, and the controls on the housing are laid out just like the camera, but in chunkier form, so I found it pretty easy to use, even with all the activity around me. And with 12 megapixels and a 6cm LCD screen, I was getting some great instant results.
The external controls are absolutely brilliant because in the sort of first generation of these housings, they weren't. You know, they're a little bit clunky, but I'm able to get focused and then continue to press the button down to get the shot.
So, having got used to our cameras, we both got on with the job of getting the best snaps we could in this gorgeous environment. My C&C has an impressive spec, including 3x optical zoom and vibration correction, but in a point-and-shoot test in these murky underwater conditions, it was struggling.
It's really frustrating. It's hard to press the lever halfway down to maintain a focus before it takes the picture. It's just not sensitive. And it's so beautiful down here, I'm just not capturing what I'm seeing.
My static shots came out well, but when you're underwater, the interesting stuff tends to move around a bit, and to avoid startling the animals, we weren't able to use flash, which certainly would have helped.
Oh, she's gorgeous. I love that, but I just don't think I've done her justice with this camera.
I was having some problems of my own on the surface.
I swear to God that shark is circling me. He is.
I may have been feeling shaky, but my camera certainly wasn't. Having upped the sensitivity rating before going in, the low light wasn't such a problem for me. Plus, the focusing was fairly sharp, and the colours true. The only downside was we couldn't stay down there all day.
Wow. It was so beautiful underneath there. It was absolutely extraordinary. And the turtle, she's brilliant, isn't she?
Absolutely beautiful.
That was a truly wonderful experience.
Yeah. As for the technology, well, let's look at the results, because we've printed some out, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we both felt a little bit disappointed. I was really struggling to get any focus on this camera.
Obviously, as we said in the piece, we had issues with the light, which is why my pictures are grainy, but I think it's fair to say that they're a little bit crisper.
Oh, definitely. The focus is definitely better on here.
So the Canon waterproof housing definitely wins that part of the challenge.
Yeah, and the other thing that's great about that is you take it out, you've got a nice little
I know,
camera,
it's so straightforward. It's a really nice camera, the Ixus, was it 960IS, isn't it? Which is a great all-round camera, as you say.
So now you know which underwater camera to take on your hold.